So, Mark 8 Fiesta ST3. Controversial one because they are the 3-cylinder 1.5 engines. Why did I go for this over the Mark 7 ST3? It's a tricky one for me. So I've had 3 Mark 8s as it is, so it would have made sense for me to go to a Mark 7 just to try something new. The Mark 7s, to push power wise, they are a bit more unreliable to start, but once you've got all the problems done, like the head gasket and stuff, they're a really good base to build power, whereas these are a bit chocolatey. They have less common problems, but they can handle less power, if that makes sense. So from a power point of view, it doesn't make sense for me to have this over the Mark 7. Looks wise, it depends on the day. Some days I prefer this. I do think this is a very pretty car. But then I see the Mark 7s in blue. I know it's the most common colour, but they look so nice. And I see them, I think, maybe I prefer that, but maybe I prefer it because I don't have it. Like, there is that side of it as well. I think the options that you can get on the Mark 8 are better, like the performance pack with the limited slip diff. I do think they are nicer. Front end wise, I definitely prefer the Mark 7. I just think that the grille looks more aggressive. A lot of people mistake this for the Focus, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, I don't know. But there's one thing that sold me the Mark 8 ST over the Mark 7, and that is the interior. It is just such a nice place to be. Obviously you've got the Recaro seats, very similar to the Mark 7. The steering wheel's just better. You've got the Apple CarPlay, the tech that you would expect in most cars nowadays, whereas the Mark 7 hasn't really got a ton of tech. It's more just like a driver's car and not like an everyday car. I know if you have a Mark 7 it's probably fine, but stepping from a Mark 8 to a Mark 7 seems like a downgrade. Maybe that's controversial, but that's my opinion. Overall, they are very similar cars in some aspects, but the interior really did sell this car for me. I do intend to try a Mark 7 at some point, but I've had this car like 3 weeks. No rush for it, but it definitely is on my list to try. They're obviously the most common car for a reason, and I'd love to find out why. But yeah, hopefully that should answer your question. Why would I get a Mark 8 over a Mark 7? Interior, it's nicer to drive. The Mark 7 is quite overdone. I know the Mark 8 is a very common car as well, but hopefully I can put my own spin on it. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and let's see where this car goes. Cheers.